It's working? Good afternoon, everybody. It's a real honor to be amidst of all the learned crowd, and I thank the ICT team to have organized such a educative gathering. My time has already started and I've lost 15 seconds. All right, I'm slightly scared to introduce myself in this August gathering, because I'm sure you don't know about the organization I belong to, and I spoke to the management that what is the kind of crowd that has gathered in this huge room, and she said it is about 450. So let me take this head on with all of you. I belong to an organization which surprisingly has moved the entire organization helter-skelter, and we deal in ATM industry, okay. And we service 75 to 78,000 ATMs in the country as of now, almost all banks. So it is B2B. It is B2B, and that's how it is. So, sorry? Yeah, I am the man, and I think I am the target man. All right. With that as a small prelude, I'll try to take you down to a different concept of this entire discussion. So it's very happening and most sought out and sought after discussion that I have attended in all the HR conclaves. And millennials are something which the HR human capital people are talking about, not the human resources. So it's the capital that you invest, and that's all the organization invest. And the fellow speakers who spoke about how the transition has happened from the human people, the human intensive, to the more technological intensive organizations. That is only because the brains that worked behind getting this technology was very, very crucial. So I'll just take 6 minutes 30 seconds of your time and wake you up, and then take that as a prelude and take you down to the 5 slides that I have which will assimilate the thoughts on the passion that these millennials have, because I've been interacting with them very closely where we go to these colleges and talk more on how or what they really want as far as the job is concerned. Because for them, job is just not a job, it is an holistic thing, and they need time out of what they really want to do. So I am really thankful to all the colleges that they are really putting in efforts in getting this millennial taken care, and they are trying to run the pace which this generation, the current generation, is running, which is very important and vital. The organizations are really thinking how to handle, but the academicians and the colleges are really putting in efforts to run, or rather sprint, the marathon, which the organizations are not really able to run at their speed. Okay, so I'll show you an AV now. Okay, and this is about passion, and this is how the millennials are really different from the generation which is just 10 years that started first AV. Right, so I'll just quickly take you through the what I have. AGS Transact Technologies, I joined this organization in 2011, June. We were 848 employees. As of now, we stand at 9,000 plus employees, serving around 78,000 ATMs, and the retail segment also has some data to showcase. So we were established in 2002, and as of now, the organization has 3 big entities, that is AGS, TTL, Secure Value, and ITSL. So the ATM industry, the retail industry, petroleum industry, and color industry has one common thing as an organization, and that is service engineers. We hire engineers who are very, very young, who are dynamic, and who can go out to the field and repair our install base. Our install base is something which is very, very crucial to the business, and this front line bring our bottom line. So we are at human capital department very, very conscious about taking care of this front line, because our revenue, EBITDA, PAT depends on how they are serviced and what's the turnaround time. So basically we are at payment and transaction as our DNA. Whatever business we have focuses on the payment and transactions. That is what I wanted to focus on. And then these are totally dependent on the engineers that we hire. So as a business structure, AGS becomes the bigger business. Then we have secure value, and we have our offshore business, which is associated with Novus Technologies in Singapore. So coming back to what the entire conclave is all about. So we were talking about the millennials taking over, and that is only because of the statistics that has been shown by previous speakers, which are very, very encouraging. But the most important question and most crucial question that we need to ask each other is whether we are really, really keen, or whether we are really conscious in taking care of this generation. So who are these millennials? Okay, so they are born between this age year, and then what we have in India is 0.8 billion and 2.5 billion worldwide. Now these kids are very keen on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and that is the data that they pull from, and that is how they are very conscious about having their peers compared with themselves. So most of the campuses that I have gone to they face a lot of problem of seniors going and tweeting them back that this organization is like this or like that. Now it works both way. It works both way because it works positively, it works negatively as well. So as an organization, I or all of us sitting here who from organization need to be very conscious about how we brand our organization and our policies. So policies is a big question whether it is aligned to cater to this generation or not, because that is something we have to really go back to our big books and re-engineer, and also align it to the mission, vision, values of the organization, because that makes it very, very important. All this, the entire millennial crowd needs to have their work time and their personal time taken care. So Indian millennial is a significant part of the society. As I told you, it is 0.8 billion. It's a crowd that continues to grow in all respect. They are rebels. They question you, and they question you like even on the first day. I have when we were inducting and I was addressing a crowd of 18 fresh graduate engineers trainees. Almost all of them asked their career graph exactly after 6 months where they are going to be. Now 6 months, if you ask me or the seniors from the HR fraternity here, we wouldn't be even thinking about talking to our seniors about what we are going to do after 6 months or where we will be, what will be our packages. But they are conscious, and which I think it's okay, and they are okay in asking because they have invested and they are very conscious about it. So they are different from the generation that has passed by, and their way of communication is different, their way of feedback, travel and volunteering is different. They are go-getters and they are focused at what they really want, and that is what makes them a different breed and a very challenging breed to take care as far as the organizations are concerned. So if you look at the differentiation, they are more about about 50% of these are into shopping, and they are very trendy. All the statistics they speak are from the social media that has already been talked about. Hence, I'm not going to really focus on that. I'm going to really focus on what we have studied in our organization in AGS Transact Technologies, and how we have really tried to re-engineer, because the fact is the organization that we have built in this last 5 years, this journey has been difficult, and my average human capital age is 24 and a half, which makes me more important to focus on this crowd. Okay, we were from the generation where we were told what kind of grades are these, but now I'm sure the crowd, the entire academic crowd, the colleges, the universities face this, where parents come and ask you, what is the percentage of placements that you have? That's the first question they ask you, because they're going to invest in you. Okay, so youth and intergeneration relationship, youth and population, inadequate employment opportunities, youth and substance abuse, education disparity, obesity, materialism, violence in schools, early maturity, single parent households, poverty, juvenile delinquency is something that needs to be addressed. So social media impact I have already spoken about, and what can they do is reflect on the golden threads that connect to their own hobbies. That is why I showed you that clip, and activities, and adopt a long view of vocation. Okay. So small statistics that we work on, my talent acquisition team works on, and again a round of applause that has already been covered in the previous, that South has got the maximum percentage of both engineering undergrad and engineering colleges that offer postgraduate. I think you can give a round of applause for that, because it is surprising. I'll take you to the next slide as statistics, and how it is so neck to neck. So if you see North and if you take the West, they're almost neck to neck, but South as a whole in India really leads more than 50% as far as the entire education system is concerned. Now look at the MBA colleges, and we look at these two slides, they are almost identical, and in terms of the percentages, all right, and that is what makes it more important for the organizations to focus their campuses this side. Now if you ask me, if you say that, okay, you have spoken a lot about all this, what did you guys do? So this is what we did. When I joined in 2011, we were going to funding, so we took 2 years to really set our ground right, and we really spread. So in 2014, we had about, the job portals that I have referred here, I have not broken it down, was more towards, if I say job portals, it is more, the absorption was from LinkedIn, and followed by Naukri.com. So that is how the spread was, because there were a lot of people in LinkedIn doing as far as the engineers is concerned. So if you look at the employee referral part, the orange bit, that has been the maximum, because our internet and intranet has been very strong. Yeah, that's a B for me. I'll take two, 3 more minutes. And then it goes on and on. But if you see the campus, so we have slowly graduated ourselves, and from 8 we went to 17 this year, till now it's 19.8, and that is where I, along with my talent acquisition team, have really focused. Thank you so much. I have one last video to play with, keeping that thought in mind, that this entire generation is not the way is perceived. It is not that materialistic. However, they have a very high EQ. Every CSR activity that we do in our organization, we see that the maximum crowd and participation is through these less than 23-year-old kids, that they come, they cater to the old age and the orphanages. Thank you so much.
Best.